In this final week before the election, just 1 week to go, the race for the 3rd District Congressional seat takes center stage tonight.
Well, I got to be one of the panelists asking questions as incumbent Democrat Ron Kind took on his Republican challenger, Tony Kurtz. News 8's Kyle Dimke was also at the debate. He has more from our newsroom.
Well, Representative Ron Kind is running for his 10th term in Congress, and he says that experience makes him the right candidate for the job. His challenger, Tony Kurtz, says that's too long in office, and one of the reasons Kind should not be reelected. There was quite a bit of back and forth attacking one another in tonight's debate because there are many issues the candidates disagree on. It began right off the bat with the very first question about immigration reform.
We're going to have to do a better job as far as border security is concerned, the southern border. I mean, I hear from a lot of my colleagues in that are concerned about that. But we also, I think, ultimately need to have a pathway for eventual citizenship in this country.
We have to separate this in two issues. We have to secure the border, and then we have to talk about immigration reform. With the threat of ISIS, with the threat of Ebola, with all the other communicable diseases, now is the right time and the will to secure the border. That needs to be the very first step before we talk about any more immigration.
Other topics the candidates were asked about and were on opposite sides of the aisle are voter ID, Obamacare, and the amount of student loan debt.
You know, in 2000, the debt for student loan debt was at $200 billion. That debt right now is $1.2 trillion. It's basically $28,000 per student. Well, ladies and gentlemen, who's been in office since 2000? It's been Congressman Kind. For 18 years, he's been in office. He's watched this bubble in student loans grow.
We've got to figure out a way of working together to make sure that higher education is an option for all of our students, regardless of economic background. And one reason why I haven't been lockstep with the Republican agenda in Washington or supportive of the Republican Ryan budget plan that my opponent is, because that budget called for $145 billion worth of cuts in the Pell Grant program alone.
Now, one topic the candidates did agree on was the need for road repair in the district. Both agree that Congress needs to find some sort of long-term solution to the country's transportation needs.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Kyle. Also, you can see that full debate right here on News 8 this Sunday, November 2nd at 10 a.m. The candidates have one more debate in Stevens Point later this week.